Hi. Hi.
Oh shoot, I didn't set up my phone. Oh god. Okay, that worked. Okay. Let me transition over. Wow! Oh, hello! Hi, how's everyone? Did everyone tune in to the production kawaii 3rd anniversary stream last night? Did you see all the cool announcements? Exciting times. I'm so excited for my senpai's concert. And it's free, guys. Free 99. I do not want to see any excuses saying you can't check out the concert. It's free 99. The little merch is so cute. The little plushies. Oh my gosh. Free is a tough deal to beat. It is. It really is. Can't afford any of this merch. I mean, definitely check out the concert. If you're available for that. But yeah, all the merch, and I'm so excited for the. I'm also very excited for the original song. I mean, look at that artwork. Look at the splash art for it, and tell me you're not excited. I will line up and I will give you a boot. But how is everyone? Oh god. So, just a heads up. Literally 2 minutes ago, someone pinged me, and they might want to like bug me for a quick meeting. I don't know if it's gonna happen today. It is near the end of the day, but we'll see. Depends on whether or not they're setting this up today, or I can like push it back. I do not know if I need to like all of a sudden cut off stream just to do this meeting. That's like way too last minute. We'll see. The other person has not responded back, but we will. I'll keep everyone updated because like I was really excited to do what the heck we're doing today. What are J idols? Emergency meeting. Yeah. Oh no! Welcome. One second. Because I was so excited to share all these really cool terms about J idols and like the start of a new stream series. I've been working really hard behind the scenes to like collect all this information to get it prepared for today, and like, oh boy. Let's just say it was a really wild time trying to find all of these terminologies. So let's start off with, what is OtaBi? What is this series even about? OtaBi is going to be a recurring series of streams about Leon! Hi, Leon! J Idol Dictionary, Encyclopedia. Yeah, it's going to be all about like otaku. Otaku for beginners is basically the term. And I want to start off with J idols. There is over 100 terms that I searched and found, and I'm so excited for this. Not gonna lie. And then once we finally go over all of the J idol stuff, guess what we're doing? K idols. There's just so many like different topics. So today is going to be a very brief overview of J idols and like what kind of J idols exist in the world. And then we'll move on to what kind of activities these idols do. So that's a whole other stream. That's a whole freaking other stream with like 40 terms. I mean, today we have exactly 40 terms to go over. I don't know if we can even, I don't even know if we can go through all of this. But and then the third one is gonna be like the types of fans, because that's actually really important. I think I'll be verifying everyone's otaku status. Yes. How much of an otaku are you truly? Yeah, because I think a big part of like J-idols is also like the activities the fans do and like all the different things that the fans contribute to the entire like ecosystem. I'm being super fancy here today. So yeah, I think we will kind of like evolve the series as we go. I'd love to bring others on their opinion, wink wink nudge nudge. On like their thoughts and like what they've experienced as a part of like otaku life. And if anyone has any questions for today's session, feel free to put it in the Q&A. I'll double check the little section on the chat at the end. But if you have any like immediate questions on the subject that we're touching on, feel free to just like regularly chat in the chat box, and I'll try to go over as many of these terms as possible. This person is still not replying to my DMs. We'll see. But yeah, without further ado, I think the very first important question is, what is an idol in terms of J-idol concepts? Because depending on J-idols or like even American pop idols, it's all different. Like everyone has a different idea of what an idol is. So today we're gonna cover just J-idols. And of course, I made these cute little cards. Okay. They might all look a little similar, but you will realize as we go on the series, there's gonna be like different colored backgrounds and like different images. Don't you worry. But yeah, what is an idoru? Idoru, in this term, and I'll try to put both the Japanese characters as well as the English translation or like the English equivalent of what it's above, and a little description. It's gonna be like a bunch of these cute little cards. Yeah, what is an idoru? So Japanese idols in particular are known for doing a lot of different activities that involve like mostly singing, dancing, or like acting on stage, as well as like stage plays or like dramas. And they're more known for their personality and image as opposed to like perfection. I'm putting this all in like quotation marks. Like, you might notice in some J-pop groups, they value the personality and image over the quality. Like, they're all very high quality. Take this with a grain of salt. But like compare it to like K-pop idols when they first like released like their debut. People like actually like, they'll be very nitpicky about how accurate every single member dances and like how accurate like their notes are and stuff, as opposed to Japanese idols are more like the overall atmosphere and the mood that they provide. I mean, if if you've seen any concerts from a J-pop group from like Starto Entertainment, or like AKB48, it's the energy, it's the vibes that they give out of the concert experience that makes you like remember them, as opposed to like each individual person, how like perfect they're hitting the notes. Not about the skill, it's about the energy. Yeah, energy. Oh my gosh. The intenseness, the vibes, the heat. Baby metal. Oh my. Baby metal. We're gonna talk about like what kind of baby metal is, but yeah, baby metal is a really good example. And depending on like, we're actually gonna go into like the different types of idols. So we're gonna go from like the very beginning. So this is just like a super high level definition. So vibe energy is more important than simply having talent. Yes. And it doesn't necessarily mean like you have to be all hyper and energetic and like boom, bang, bong. Like some idols are more like carefree, casual. That's where we get into like the AKB48 style, where it's like more intimate and like all the different activities that they do involve you directly communicating with the idol. So, yeah, aidoru wa aidoru. This is the basic terminology. And then if we go into the specifics, where did all the little cue cards go? Oh, aha! We gotta start off with Chika idols, which is like underground idols. I would say J-pop idols are more like VTubers than K-pop idols, which are more like musicians. Yeah, and then even for like K-pop, like one super quick thing, J-pop idols, you often see them start as like trainees or underground idols, and then you watch them grow, as opposed to K-pop idols when they debut or when they're released into the wild, they must be perfection. It's also the type of like training that happens behind the scenes that lead up to this kind of mentality. But yeah, K-pop idols and that entire like culture is just completely different. But you do see like some K-pop idols come to like Japan to promote as like J-pop groups and stuff. I mean the agency comes and promotes as J-pop groups and stuff. So there is a little bit of mixing going on nowadays, but not so much in the past. So Chika Idoru. Chika Idol means like underground idols, so indie performers. They might be under smaller agencies that maybe only do like 1 or 2 acts. Well, no, it's not really. I was gonna say think about what's it called? That show. think of that anime show that everyone talks about, but I completely forgot the name of. That one. No. And I'm not talking about that famous one. Paripi Kome. I got you guys. Oshinoko. No, it's more like Paripi Kome, where the girl starts off as like an underground performer, and she's backed by an ancient Chinese general. But aside from that, she performs at like small venues, tries busking as a part of it. She got those like indie VTubers and small corpos. There's so many like similarities between like VTubers and corpo and like Chika idols and all these idol terminologies. I could definitely see so many resemblance there. But yeah, you can also consider like Bocchi the Rock and her group of friends. They're all considered Chika idols. They like literally perform in a little like performance hall under the ground. But not necessarily all of them do that. And people, welcome. I don't want to sing too much of it, otherwise it'd be bonked for the 3rd time in a row. But you might also see a couple of just a couple of big popular groups that started off as Chika idols. Because one goal of Chika idols is to like one day get that big debut. But some of them just want to stay like cozy and comfy and small. Like it really depends on the goal. Gain reputation going small before going big. Like there are like different styles of like reaching a popular agency. One of them is just like doing a lot of these like chica idols to get scouted. Like performances under these things to get scouted. Other times you apply to an agency, you audition for them. Hold on a minute, that sounds so familiar. So, but some people are just content about staying indie. So it really depends. But let's keep moving on. What the oh, menchika. Menchika and chica idols are basically the same thing, but chica idols are generally used to refer for like female idols. Menchika is male underground idols. Wow. Who thought about that? What's the advantage of being scouted by an agency? Well, the biggest advantage is you don't need to necessarily do the entire auditioning phase. Like, sometimes when you get scouted for an idol agency and stuff, you might like skip like the first two parts of the process because like they've already scouted you, right? And then you just go directly to like the final performance evaluations or something like that. It depends on the group, but that's one of the biggest things. But it really depends. It really depends on like how you audition. Like for example, Morning Musume from Hello Project, they are a big like mainstream idol group that has been around for over 20 years, and they do occasionally open up auditions, and people all nationwide will like try to get in. There's different requirements, like you have to sing, you have to dance, you have to be in Japan. But yeah. So yeah, menchika, I don't think there's much to say about it. It's just a term, just a different term, but nonetheless, it's still considered chica idol. Panchikas! Oh, these are interesting. So these are technically underground idols that have done a major debut, but aren't as popular as national idols. So that's where the pan means. The pan means just like half underground. Yeah, there's like not that much known about these groups. Like if you are in the know, you know them and you know that they've done a debut. But sometimes when you go to like ask a friend, be like, hey, do you know these people? And they're like, what? Who? Regional idols are different. I do have a term coming up for regional idols, but regional idols could technically be considered panchika. Indies are considered chica idols, so they're not independents. They've done a major debut. Well, actually, they could do a major debut, but then still like manage themselves. But they're not. They're just like not super like mainstream. So you could be a cool kid and know some of these, and then be like, I know I'm a big fan of like this particular group that is a panchika, but like the fan base is not necessarily going to be as big as a national group. How do you find them? I mean, I think one thing is just to like start, ask people, or like actually like just check out publishing, just like go into one of these like HMV stores to check out their music. Or if you know someone who knows. Because you will be able to find their CDs. It's not necessarily just like available in the most popular selection of the store. But they're out there. They're out there. The next term is gradoru. Gravure idols. Now, these are idols who are lesser known for their singing, or like they mostly do gravure modeling, which is like kind of like showy types of like beachwear, or they don't necessarily have to be like schmexy. They could be cute too. But there are a specific like subgenre of idols that specifically are known for these like photo books. They sell photo books, CDs, mostly videos of these like shots. They might do music. They might do music sometimes. But they're not necessarily known for that side. They could also do dramas and like what else? Acting and stuff too. Junior idols. Okay, so this one and then the next one coming up. I'm gonna see if I have enough room to put both of them on the screen. Are? Why can't I copy and paste? Oh, here we go. Oh no, I copy and pasted the same thing 4 times inside the image. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. Okay. Junior idols and chaidorus are specifically age-gated. I'm sorry. If you are 18, you cannot be a junior idol. I am so sorry. Let alone a chaidoru, which is a child idol. But yeah, there are different categories for different age gaps. Certain restrictions and rules may apply to these performers. They could be underground idols. They could be like popular mainstream idols. I think some examples. I mean, Sakura Gakuin is okay. So yeah, Sakura Gakuin is one of these idol groups. If you are familiar with baby metal, that's where they came from actually. They have members falling between ages 10 to 15, and they just like develop it as that's mostly like training, but actually like also doing full on idol work as kids. I feel when you can never be childhood. I know. I think it's a little too late for a majority of us. Well, that's okay. That is okay. Yeah, so not too much more information on this. It's just age gap. Okay, the next one is Kaigai idols. Kaigai idols are specifically for are specifically for overseas or foreign idols. Idols that originate outside of Japan, but what is this word? But like envelops or like is actually they fall under Japanese idols in terminology because of like all the stuff that they do, all the behaviors, the whole atmosphere, the spirit. Like the originating purpose of becoming an idol is based off of Japanese idols. So you might know a very 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 cute Kaigai idol called Phoebe. She is considered a Kaigai idol, and yeah, it's just overseas foreign idols that perform. They do like performing and like fan chants and fan signs and stuff outside of Japan. You can be solo. You can be having like a group or anything. They could be like online only, or like they go to conventions and stuff and perform. There's a bunch. So foreign idols with a presence in Japan, or foreign idols with J-idol methods. Yes, yeah. So they have the whole like concept of doing checkies, like activities that we will be going over in the next room. But yeah, there's all that cool activities, and like the fans and how they respond to fans and stuff are all under the J-idol umbrella. Tsuki. Local idols. Local idols are different than regional idols. Or no. Did I screw this up already? I need to make sure that this... Stop it! I just want to copy and paste. Okay. These cards are not listening to me. I don't know why. I'm gonna put these two together so you get to see the difference between it. So local idols are idols that are specific to a certain region. They're mostly there to promote that as like a tourist, like promote tourism there, or they interact locally with the community to build like a stronger like community vibe. But they don't necessarily go outside their way to perform globally or even internationally. They may be known internationally, but these ones are specific. So like, so like if you go to Aomori, you'll have the Aomori Musume group. But like outside of Aomori, you might not see them. No, Zombieland Saga is one I haven't watched yet. I know it's crazy. I know Miyano Mamoru is in that. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. There are some VTubers like that too. Yeah, especially languages and stuff. Like this is a primarily dominant, like English dominant VTubing channel, like the current one that you're watching right now. But like people on like you might not I might not necessarily know like some VTubers who are specifically Korean or specifically speaking in Japanese. So yeah. And the national idols are like the big ones that you immediately think of when you think of J idols. So that, yes, AKB48 is the one of the ones. Morning Musume is another big one. A lot of like Hello Project groups. Their agency, Stato agency for the male groups. A bunch of them. And there's more coming out lately, I swear. I mean, JYP, which is of Korean origins, the agency is Korean origins, has a few national idols that are specifically for the Japanese market, which is Niji. They are that guy. Yeah, they are that guy, the ones that are plastered all over. That are plastered all over the trains whenever you like pass by an advertisement. That's who they are. How do you pronounce J-idols? Well, they're technically just Aidoru. Aidoru, like the little card. Each card has like the upper right corner says Aidoru. The J I put in there because I want to specifically like make sure we're not going too into K-pop idols and stuff, because those are a different beast. I don't think these, like all these terminologies do not transfer over to Korean pop idols. When you start talking about aegyo, and it's like the completely different thing from kawaii. But anyways, yeah, so there's like the split of different types of idols. And next, we've got net idols. What? Net idols? A different language means different terms, but you know, aegyo is also known in Japanese groups now. But I think it's aikyo or something. But nowadays they also use to talk about like the aegyo and the cuteness in that sense for Japanese Korean groups. And it's starting to spill over. But yeah, net idols are idols who basically only do online activities. Isla is a neat idol. Well, no, I guess. So VTubers, basically VTubers in a nutshell, but I do want to make an emphasis on this. VTubers are not necessarily idols. Idols can be VTubers, but VTubers, not all VTubers are known as idols. Just point it out there. Yeah, so they do a lot of like online activities that could be considered live streaming. It could be doing online like concerts and stuff, one-on-one chats, like in not really one-on-one, but like chat room types of discussions, or like in forums and stuff. What does it mean to be an idol? Yeah, so I'll bring back the original definition of an idol, a Japanese idol, because it's a whole image. It's a entirely, well, actually, in a couple of cards, I will be talking about the origins of idols and how it evolved from in the past to today. So, yeah, these net idols, you hardly see them in person for like specific reasons and stuff. Not J idol, just in general. Well, it's hard to define idol without going into like these different categories. Because if you think of like American Idol, for example, that whole show is, I haven't really watched American Idol, but I know that show for singing only, right? They're there just to be like really, really good singers. But in J idol sense, the idols in a Japanese terminology sense is a whole package, a whole experience, a whole package. There's like different expectations depending on like what kind of idol you are. Like if we want to be like super technical, I will get there once we go to the origins of idol. Because like why are they called idols, right? Yeah, so net idols. And then the next one is, oh, here we go. Orthodox idols. So this is the original, like, nowadays when we think of idols, like J-pop idols, is not the same way that people thought of J-pop idols in like, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. The entire, or maybe 30, 40 years ago. Actually, I'm pretty sure idols went back way before like 20 years. Kelly Clarkson's my favorite idol. In a more traditional sense, the reason why Japanese idols came into existence is through the original word of idol, which is like something that you worship in a sense, right? Something unobtainable, something that has like some sort of mystery. And when you think of like idols, like statue idols from like, I don't know, the ancient times, clay dolls and gods and Greek mythology and stuff like that. They have a certain like sense of like mystery around it, right? You don't know exactly what they are, who they are, but it's something that you idolize, right? Someone you look up to, or just like something you can't reach, like you can't obtain, yeah. In the past, though, they are very, very specific to singing, acting, and stage performances. Only started hearing about idols with AKB48. AKB48 changed everything. Okay, we could talk about Idolmaster and Hello Project, because those two are technically the ones that changed the scenarios, and then AKB48 came around and then changed it again. But yeah. Originally, they didn't do all of these like extra things. They don't like particularly looked. You wouldn't know what they looked like in swimsuits. They are very, very hard to like even meet. You had to go to like venues and stuff in order to see them. It isn't until very recently that Stato Entertainment actually started allowing the usage of their idols, their male idol groups, and their pictures and stuff on the internets or in press. For the longest time, every time a new drama came out, you will only see their name. And then when you see like the little like actor portraits, theirs is always blank. Because that agency in the past were very, very protective of how their idol images were being used. They weren't as social as they are now. Exactly. Like you basically see, you look up to them. They would have things that they wouldn't be using normal people items and stuff. They wouldn't. Oh, you couldn't even imagine them like drinking out of a Stanley cup, a Stanley water bottle thing. They didn't do those types of promotions. They are up there somewhere. They're up there somewhere, unobtainable. Like, you would wonder, like, oh, would they like eat lavishly in their like behind the scenes? Would they always have caviar, stuff like that? You would never see them eat a cheeseburger. Yeah, they were not coming down. It wasn't really until AKB48 when they started introducing the handshake events, or like just like idols who you can meet, idols that are like you. That's when like this huge boom of like, hey, they don't necessarily have to be up there. They're more approachable nowadays. They even like start doing social media. Keep thinking Stanley Cup as the hockey trophy. Oh dear lord. Not that kind of cup. The other one that apparently everyone on TikTok has. But yeah, this is the origin of like J idols. Okay. The next one. They even have streams building Kamen Rider malls. I know, right? I am so jealous of them. They must have like every single Kamen Rider out there. They're probably looking forward to the Kamen Rider Kiva that has recently been released, but they probably can't get it yet because of shipping. I don't know, but I'm kind of jealous. Seiyus are not necessarily idols, but they are treated like idols in Japan. So these are specifically for voice actors who do anime, audio dramas, and games. Sometimes they will do concerts as their characters that they voice, and they will do concerts and stage plays or fan signs, promotions, and stuff. So, for example, the great OtaBi-sama, Star-ish, is one of these like idol groups that was formed from doing OtaBi, the series, and they are just a bunch of these seiyuu voice actors, and they do like promotions and everything as a part of it. Our Love Live voice actors, idols, are seiyus. They are seiyus, but as they are in a group, and they're blurring the lines there too, but they're technically a bunch of seiyus who voice act for a Love Live idol group. Some anime are sold on the seiyuu they have. It's crazy. I mean, some games are sold on the seiyuu. A lot of visual novels, otome visual novels, I will buy because I have a seiyuu that I absolutely adore, and I will listen to him whisper anything into my ears, and like, I'm sold. I don't even need to like understand what the entire storyline is about the game. Like, I see the name of the seiyuu, I buy. So they are idols in that sense. Ogura Yui. Okay. Yui. Ogura Yui, you might know them as a very, very popular, as a popular voice actress. But did you know, in the past, she was an idol. She was part of Yui Kaori, with Kaori, who is another voice actress nowadays. But yeah, they used to be an idol duo, and they also got some voice acting gigs on the side when they were idols. But now they're mostly known for their idol work. They can also do singing concerts and performances. A couple of really, really popular ones often sing their character songs that they do for the anime or the game, and just like do an entire concert of them like singing all the different characters that they performed as. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let me see. Anything else interesting? Very rarely do I hear a seiyuu turn into an idol. I'm not sure if that is as much of a case as like an idol turning into a seiyuu. Because like technically, if you are a seiyuu, you can still perform in like idol groups as part of these subunits for certain games and stuff. I don't know if like becoming an idol, like reversing roles and becoming an idol will do you as much benefit as like being a voice actress. Technically, an idol is something that you graduate out of. So yeah. Graduations and stuff, we won't go until next. The next stream that we talk about for OtaBi. Because that is a certain activity that you do. Man, I forgot about character songs. My first seiyuu crush was Nana Mitsuki, and I only found out about character songs. Oh my gosh, we could totally talk a lot about character songs. I love them so much. I sometimes, like, you know, Kamen Riders, they have character songs too. Yeah, you probably will make less money if you're an idol than you're a seiyuu. You can't be an idol forever, but you can be an AVA forever. That is true. Yeah. You've got a lot of like options outside of an idol in the Japanese sense. So yeah. Yeah, I totally did not loop character songs for like forever. Okay, the next one. Oh. Unless I'm a VTuber. I screwed up on the text for the next one. That's kind of embarrassing. I didn't copy pasta. Don't get me started. Oh man, we should totally do a stream just talking about character songs. Seiyus and character songs. Holy. I would be down. Oh my gosh, down bad. Okay, I need to calm down. Alternative idols, the text is completely wrong here. Do not look at that. Don't look at that. That's completely wrong. I'm gonna see if I can do some immediate adjustments here. Don't look at the don't look at the text down there. Just look at this instead. What do Kamen Riders characters even sing about? Well, sometimes they just kind of explain who they... I mean, okay, what is a character song, right? Usually character songs, you learn a bit about like the personality and like their favorite things to do, or like some embarrassing things that they would not share to the world unless you like listen to the song. So it really depends. But yeah, alternative idols. This is what baby metal is known for. Idols who don't focus on J-pop. The end. They're edgy. They're edgier than your regular J-pop idol. They're like they do hip hop. Hip hop? What's hip hop? Hip hop. Kamen Riders sing about love, courage, and friendship. I mean, I guess. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. Help me. I'm all flushed and red now. Gosh. Anything else we want to say about alternative idols? They're edgy. I am so sad, guys. I am so sad. One of the very, 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 very long time running alternative idols. I always butcher their name. They're so edgy that I always butcher their name. Let me pull it up, otherwise I will make a fool out of myself. Please, please. I was really upset because they announced. Okay, Denpagumi. Okay, you have to understand. Sometimes, like, I see it written differently. But they are known for their style of like denpa songs, which is a subgenre of music. But Denpagumi is one of the very, 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 very long-running alternative idol groups who are recently announced their disbandment. They're kind of quirky-ish, kind of like wild in that sense. But that's an example. Okay, next. Kind of makes me sad. Okay, the next one is kind of funny. I will like briefly brush over it. AV Idol. I'm not gonna say anything more than this. But yes, this is exactly what you're thinking. End of story. I don't think we need to go further detail. This is exactly what you're thinking. Yes, there are idols. Yes. Okay, next. Bandorus. Not Bandori, which is a Bandoru. Animal video idols. Yes, guys, it is animal video idols where they will bring out the wildest animals on screen. And you will enjoy every single moment of it. Innocence in ignorance is bliss. Let us leave it at that. Yeah, Bandoru are idols that bring out their instruments. Bring out the instruments. So technically Bocchi is a Bandoru because all of them perform with instruments. I mean, those are the cool ones. Honestly, I think the ones that bring out the instruments are pretty cool. Sometimes regular idols, for example, Heisei Jump, they will have a segment in their concerts where a bunch of them play their instruments on the stage and do several pieces with like the whole, like, what is it called? Arrangement. There you go. Band arrangement of their songs. I think that's cool. The band kid idols. Yeah. Like the more traditional sense when you're like going out to see people busking and stuff. Most of them play an instrument. But yeah. That's where Bandori comes from. Okay, I think that covers most of like the idol types. Next, I'm gonna go into some terms that are used to describe parts of like an idol group and stuff. So the first one is nin. Number nin, so like two person or like 3 person. San nin, yon nin, something like that. It's used to describe the number of people in a group. So for big groups, for example, well, I mean, should I say this? One of the Starto entertainment groups called News. Kaya uses this one a lot. Yeah, the Ninins. Yeah, the Ninins. Starto Entertainment has a group called News, which originally had nine characters, 9 people in the group. One of them, so that was the Q-Nin era, the 9 people era. One of them left the group to become 1o'Clock's lead singer. That was so weird. Okay. So now one of them left, becomes 1o'Clock. And now News is an 8-person group. And then 2 people dropped out for like underaged issues. So then it left them into a 6 Nin era group. And then 2 other ones dropped out after a while. Then they became a 4 Nin group. And then one of the remaining 4 yeeted out. So now they are currently a San Nin 3-person group, but they're still known as the same group. They didn't increase the numbers, but that could happen. Yeah, they keep dropping numbers. There is a great big debate on whether or not people, like fans, are comfortable with groups adding new people. I forgot it's only 3 people now. Oh man, but their songs are pretty good. I recently listened to their latest albums and stuff, and I'm like, yo, I still love them. Some of their older songs are kind of empty because of that, but I feel like that's only an issue with male groups for some reason. The newest group that is being judged recently is Sexy Zone. Sexy Zone originated with 5 members, and wait, was it 5? I think it was 5, and now they're down to 3. But when they turned into 3, what a name! Yeah, there's a whole backstory on Sexy Zone, and now they changed their name too. I love that song. Yeah, Sexy Zone is now called Timeless. And since they are no longer a 5-person group, they're a 3-person group now. One of them suggested that they should do an audition to add new people to the group. And it was wild on Twitter for a couple of days. Did they stop being sexy? I mean, there's like really bad connotations with like the age that they started with and why they're being called Sexy Zone and stuff. So and that might be a whole other stream just to like go over that stuff, because that's more like drama related things. So yeah, the reason why they changed their names was to give the group a fresh start, but also in hopes to have people audition to join them. So Sexy Zone will always forever be known as like a 5-person group. And then Timeless, I think that's their name, will be a new group with the old members of Sexy Zone plus whoever they end up auditioning to add to the group. And people were very, very upset. A lot of their senpais were very supportive of the idea. Yumidas, thank you so much for the super! Thank you! Like, a lot of people were just like, why? Why do you have to add new people? It's gonna change the dynamic! Holy cow! I can't believe you're gonna add new people! And then... Age is just an age is but a number. Yeah, they're around 30 now. That group is getting quite old. I think their audition says they're looking for people between like, I don't know, 20 to 40. I'm making these numbers up. I think more realistically, I think it's like 20 to 35 maybe. I don't know. But the dynamic was already lost when people left. It's true. It's true. But people just like are upset when you add new people to a group. Like, why? Why not just like make a new group? Well, that's why they changed their name. Duh. Some of the members were first against the idea as well. So it's not just like, oh, everyone's happy about adding new groups. This was actually discussed internally in the group. And the member who proposed the idea managed to persuade all of the people, including the person that left, that this was gonna be the direction of the group moving forward. And a lot of the senpais were supportive of it. They even tried to like promote the auditions and stuff. I'm excited as a fan. I am excited for what's to come, because one of the reasons that the member proposed this idea was that he was like, he wanted more eyes on the group. And he was worried that things are just going to stay the same. Like, they have to change. They have to like evolve and get with the times. Timeless. Ha 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 ha. He like goes on, like does like couple of Insta lives just to explain his thinking process and stuff, in hopes to like persuade the fans to accept this is gonna happen. Like, whether you like it or not, this is gonna happen, this is why. Stagnation isn't a good thing, yeah. You can see this being an issue in K-pop groups as well. Because, for example, the idea of member generations, which is what I'm gonna talk about next. Speaking of different numbers and groups, generation or ki is known as when a group continuously adds in new generations. And this is heavily, I guess, like this is first nationwide known from Morning Musume, who started off as a 5-person group, and throughout the years, they continuously added new people as people graduated from the group, so that the name is still a household name, but the people that form the group are consistently changing. So they won't, like, the group doesn't die when everyone passes, like, 60 years old or something. So this is like more commonly accepted for female groups. AKB48 does this, Sakura Gakuen does this. Not so much in the male groups. I mean, wait, Exile. Didn't Exile have like a bunch of different? But Exile is a whole different type of super group, is what they're called. They're just like a bunch of different groups that make up the group to dance and stuff. It's a little different in that sense. 60-year-old idols. I mean, like, imagine. Well, there are 60-year-old idols. Maybe. I don't think they like still go on stage and perform, but they're still considered idols out there somewhere. But yeah, there's the idea of generations is so that the name exists, the name can continue, but the people can change inside it. They tried this in K-pop, but I guess like it's just generally not accepted over there compared to like how you see J-pop idols like through their training years and stuff. That's another term coming up, but basically when a K-pop idol group debuts, you would assume that that's gonna be the lineup. So like when Red Velvet went from wait, is it Red Velvet? Yeah. When Red Velvet started off as a 4-member group, K-pop group, and then within a year added a new person, everyone's just like, bruh, why are you adding a new person? EXO and Super Junior were also trying out this like generation style of K-pop groups, and it didn't work out very well. Wait, there was a 60-year-old lady. Wait, there's a 60-year-old lady that won the Miss Argentina? I need to look this up. I think they finally got it to work with the NCT. Yeah, NCT somehow managed, like, I feel like it's just like a generation thing. Like, people got more accepting to the idea. But I think NCT worked really well for that. It's unfortunate that there was so much backlash in the older groups, but I'm glad, like, there's some change. I don't like VTubers. VTubers have different generations, or like, I guess like in Hololive they are still numbered generations, but like you don't necessarily have like sometimes it's numbered generations, but sometimes it's also like an era. You can say like platinum era, golden era. I think it's because they really tried to make NCT the male AKB of Korea. I mean, NCT has so many characters. Why do I keep saying characters? So many bandmates that I don't even know who's in what anymore. They keep like switching people around too. And I'm like, oh yeah, bubble gum, yeah. Yeah. I think they're at 23 now. Let me just do a quick check. 23 is not that bad though, considering AKB48 at one time had like over 100 people. Whoa! They even have a really cool timeline. Oh, they just added new people too? In 2024? I can't even count. I wish the Wikipedia would just tell me the number and not actually list out the entire member list. I'm really terrible at looking at rows. But I'll believe you. I have faith in my chat. I believe you. Okay. Next, because of all these like giant groups of like 100 billion people, how the heck are you gonna like do song? Literally, how are you gonna record 100 people singing the exact same song and then ask the poor mixer, the poor sound engineer to mash it all up into one single, and you release singles every like 6 months? I think the poor sound engineer would just be like, not fired, stop right there. Like the moment you say, I have 100 people's lines, please help me mix it. They're like, no, I'm out of here. So, what is a lineup or Senbatsu? Senbatsu is more formally in AKB48, but more formally known in AKB48, where they select a sub number of popular members in order to promote their next single, perform as well as like sing for the next single. At that point, they hire a team. Help. So for example, AKB48 sometimes does the what's called rock paper scissors competition, where they broadcast on national TV rock paper scissors performed by like a bunch of their members. Senbatsu is evil. It is. I am so frustrated that my favorite members never get to be center, which is a word I'm gonna talk about later. AKB48 still exists, but not to its like golden days. It's still around. There's still like quite a few popular members. It's still here. But recently they split out, like, you know how, well, hold on, my jaw is acting up. AKB48 is split into several teams which perform in their in-house stage. They removed all of that. There's no more Team A, Team B, Team K. Yeah. No Team 4, no Team 8. They're all just known as AKB48, and they just rotate in performances. They're no longer split into like all these smaller things. But the lineup in Senbatsu still exists. Sometimes it's fan voted, so the more popular you are as a member, the higher chances you will get fan votes to push you to the front. Which is where the term Oshi also comes in here. But yeah. You might notice, like, in a certain era of AKB48, it's always the same, like, 10 people. Two or three of them might, like, swap because they're, like, the last members being chosen for a lineup. But, like, it's always the, like, big 7. I think all the hype from AKB48 went to Hololive in Japan. Well, I'm not too familiar in the cultural aspects of that, but I don't think I'll be wrong to say that the pandemic had something to do with it. Because the pandemic hit hard. It's still like nationwide. People still do ads and stuff. It might not just be like as popular as before. Cause you might not know this, but AKB48 and like some of their members and stuff do live streams. There's a specific app where they do the live streams and they chat. They do things very similar to VTubers, but it's just more nation focused compared to international. I don't think the term AKB48 is gonna go away like all of a sudden. Like Morning Musume might not be well known outside of J-Idol fandoms and stuff, but they are still a very, very, very popular household name. VTuber fans tend to be more otaku, and AKB fans tend to be more wotaku. Yeah. It's just like a different culture, a subculture of otaku. It's like we don't know much about train otakus, but they are out there and they're very passionate about train. I remember traveling to Spain before COVID. You could actually listen to AKB on the radio. Nowadays, nada. Yeah, I think wotaku we're gonna talk about in the third stream, I think, because that's more about the fans. But you can, I mean, like, some of the most popular AKB48 members right now were a part of a Korean survival show. Ended up in a couple of Korean groups and then went back to AKB48. Produce 48 was the show. And the members are still pretty popular. But some of the OG, all of the original members have left. I think officially all the original set have left. Have graduated or left the industry, but they're still around. Next word is trainee kenshusei. Sorry, kenshusei or kenkyusei, depending on which group or agency you are referring to. Their trainees could have a different special name. And this is the one special side of J idols. The trainee system under J idols, sometimes they have to pay for the stuff themselves. Sometimes the lessons are free, provided that you're under a contract and stuff. Depends. But these trainees are given opportunities to perform in trainee concerts or as backup dancers for their senpais who have debuted. Debuted, and they kind of like gain experience, and you get to watch these trainees gain experience. So, for example, for Hello Project, they do a bunch of like trainee songs, but they also do evaluations or like solo performances where each trainee picks a song from their senpai and sings like maybe the full song or half a song, and gets evaluated and shown publicly so that people can get started on picking their favorites from the trainee groups and praise that they one day end up in a formal debut. I only knew Etsuko, Maeda, and Yuki stopped caring about the members after that one member had to shave her head. You know what's embarrassing? Well, it's not embarrassing. You know what's sad? That was one of my favorite members. Minegishi Minami. The one that shaved her head. I was so sad she shaved her head. She was one of my favorite members. And I was like, no, your hair. And then she had to wear a wig for quite a long time. She was one of the last original members to leave the group, though. So she was still in the groups, but because of that incident, she had to be demoted and work her way back up. But why did she shave her hair? This is all alleged, though. So I'm not super confident I know all the news about it. I just like hear it. But basically, she got spotted. I think she got spotted with a male in a hotel or her house or somewhere. And it was a big thing back then. Because like some idol groups do not allow you to have relationships whatsoever. Nowadays, it's not. Nowadays, like, I am so happy that Starto Entertainment people are finally announcing that they're getting married and stuff. Holy, that took a while. But anyways, it was. I don't know if it's like super confirmed or not. But for AKB48, it's that. Yeah, she was super apologetic about it. I don't think the agency pushed her to shave her head. I think that was something that she did on her own. And then it just made headline news. Then she got demoted. I think she got demoted before she shaved her head. But that was like a way to say like, I'm gonna start fresh. Please understand. Like, it was a really big thing when it was announced. But I was like, your hair! Oh my god! Because hair is a really important... Hair has really important significance in Japanese culture. I mean in Asian cultures, like more than just Japanese. Like hair overall has a very big significance. So to do that in front of a video, everyone was like in shock. So yeah. Britney Spears. Oh my gosh, poor Britney Spears. But yeah, so in terms of trainee systems, depends on the agency. Sometimes they let you do performances and stuff, but you until you get your formal debut single, debut promotions, you are still considered a trainee. So for example, in the old Johnny's Entertainment, now called Starto Entertainment, there were juniors. They're called juniors in that group. And some of these junior groups, you can be like bundled up into a junior group and perform as like, you're basically performing as a unit already, but you just don't have that major debut from a major label. So you're not considered a debuted group. Some of these have been like 10 years or something. But back then, the president, the producer, wasn't... If he did not give you the go to debut, you were stuck as a junior forever. So age doesn't really matter for a trainee. Like the length of time as a trainee varies between groups and agencies. But nowadays, I think Starto Entertainment has a limit. Because they actually like put a limit on how long you can be a trainee. It's like you cannot be a trainee past the age of 22, 21, adulthood, or something like that. So you either have to debut at that point or you will leave Starto Entertainment. It's a bit rough. Some of my favorite junior groups are reaching that age and I'm like, Please debut them. They recently finally debuted like the AE group. AE exclamation mark group. I don't know that group very well, but I know their name. But yeah. They finally debuted. Please debut the other junior groups, I'm begging you. Anyways. Kenin mostly refers to AKB groups again, but doesn't necessarily mean that. That means they can be screwed over by the producer anytime. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, you are at the mercy of the agency. I mean, it's like that anytime. You could be a super popular junior under the old Johnny's Entertainment. If the producer did not like you, you will never be debuted. All those 80-year-old trainees can't make it anymore. Hey, there's still a chance to be the Obasama idols, Obasama Musume. There is an old there's an old granny idol group. I think they are in Kansai? I don't know. Osaka? They exist. But Kenin means when an idol is in two sister groups at the same time, and I will explain sister groups. So if you are in AKB48, you can also be in like, I don't know, SKU48 or Shanghai 48. Like you can be in multiple groups at once. There is a very famous person in Starto Entertainment in the past who was both in News and Kanjani 8. But instead of vigor, they have wisdom. No. Hey, maybe you just want to have like a bunch of obachans just singing to you, lull you to sleep. You never know. There might be a thing there. But yeah, that means if you are in two groups, that means you have to do double the work. You might need to perform one day in Hokkaido and then the next day down in Okinawa. Like, there is a reason why sometimes when you're in two concurrent positions, you leave. You end up just choosing one of the groups. Because like, it's a lot of work. Being an idol is already a lot of work, and you're in two groups? Holy. Subgroups don't count though. Subunits don't count. Those are generally temporary things. So, and you're technically still under the group you are debuting under. So, what number are we on? We are on number 20, and there's still 20 more. Oh God. Sister group. Here we go. What is a sister group? A sister group is when it's basically groups that are managed under the same company or producer and are marketed together. So there's seniors like the senpai groups and then the kohai groups. Often, more than not, often the senior group promotes the younger groups, while the younger groups will sing songs from their senpais without too much copyright issues and stuff. So for example, let me. Well, technically, it's not really a sister group because like Barry's Kobo does not exist anymore because they're on a indefinite hiatus. But Barry's Kobo was technically the senpai group for Koboshi Factory, or like the Tsubaki Factory and then Koboshi. One of them died, one of them ended, but basically they carry the same spirit. They carry the same spirit of songs and the energy and the vibes and stuff. Not necessarily, but usually they will like intermingle a lot as the two groups. Two groups owned by the same company that boost each other up in a sense. Yeah. Lately there has been some drama in the K-pop industry about like how BTS is technically the older group of what is that group called again? Well, anyways, in the same sense, like the girls in New Jeans. There we go. The girls in New Jeans appeared in a BTS MV before they debuted or something, or like they have debuted. I'm not too sure about that. I need to go check it out. But basically, they might appear in each other's like promotional videos and do things together. In a sense, the older group is the one promoting or kind of pushing the audience to check out the newer groups because they're newer, right? Yeah. The next one is image color. Okay, some of these terms are very simple. Image color is the color associated with the member or of the group or idol group. In Japanese, it's just called the memba kara usually. That's very useful for when you go to concerts and stuff. You have pen lights that change colors. When the girl or the dude, the idol, goes up on stage and starts singing and you want to cheer them on, generally it's good behavior to swap over to the member color for the person that's singing. Like if they're doing a solo or something. What's the name of the GGGG girl band? SNSD. Girls' Generation. So it's essentially the color of their vibe. Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. Sometimes the image color is given to you by the agency. They will like bring out the Pantone colors and start playing darts with them. Today, Kobeni, you are now black. Okay. Next one, Denji, you are now yellow. Sometimes the member themselves advocate for a color that they want. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it's roll odds. Sometimes the color members can change depending on whether you're in a generational group. Sometimes you might have the same favorite color as the senpai, but you can't choose the same color. So once they graduate, some of the colors get shifted around and you might be able to claim their old color. Would Hana Mizuki's image color be purple? Individually, we have image colors. Yeah, so individually, I don't really think we have like a group color per se, but it is purple eyes. Because We have specific hex codes. But any like merchant stuff that comes out will be associated with your member color. Yeah. I would say my example for a Morning Musume, one of the girls ended up being brown. At one time, chocolate is what they called it, but like it's brown, okay? It's brown. And then they're like, how the heck am I supposed to like change the LED lights to brown? She eventually turned it to honey yellow, I think, but it is possible to change member colors. I'm very blue. I'm so blue. How to start? But yes, my member color is cyan. I mean, I don't even know if it has a name. It's like not neon blue, but it is the blue on my hairpins. Poopy image color. I don't know whose idea it was. Holy, that was like a big thing when it was announced that her image color was brown. And like it sucks because every single like outfit and stuff when you are doing group performances are brown. It was most likely chocolate. It was most likely chocolate, and then it just, I mean, the execution. Because like chocolate is a cute color, but then if you're just talking about poop, but maybe not, unless your whole idol group is just like toilet related puns. So that's why she changed from chocolate to honey yellow. It is possible to have the same colors. Very rarely, though. What else? What's the next one? After colors is Senta! Okay, what is a Senta? What is a Senta? Center depends on the group. Wow, didn't see that coming. Center is usually referred to song promotions. So when a song... I thought I said Santa. Not today, Satan. Toilet paper beige must have in any group. Yeah. Should have went with white chocolate. White is really hard, though. Well, black is also very hard because, like, what does that mean in glow stick colors, right? But center usually refers to whoever has the focal point of a particular song, or it could just be the whole group in general, which is different from being a leader, which is also different than being a dance leader, which is a term that's sometimes used. So in Love Live, I think they mostly show off like one or two persons per song, and it changes per song. And sometimes in the anime, you can even see like, oh, they will focus one character for that episode, and they'll sing the majority of the most popular parts of the song, like the figurehead. Yep, like the figurehead. It could be voted on, so it could be a part of the Senbatsu rankings. Maybe if you're ranked number 1, you'll become center. Or it could just be like you choose a song and this song, you're the center of it. What does that mean, though? Most of the time, it means that you get most of the lines at the beginning of the song, because if you are performing it on live TV and stuff, they usually cut out the second verse, the second chorus and the second verse. So in most cases, some of the other members of your group will cover those lines in the second verse. The center will be the one that sings like the main parts in the first verse, as well as the final verse or like the finals chorus, the bridge and stuff. This does not mean they sing like the ad-libs and stuff sometimes. Once we get into Korean group member terminology, I feel like it's more split up. But yeah, you can have more than one center. Who's the main? Well, wait, it was the next term ace, because that's also different from center. Oh. Yeah, okay. Ace is a different word. Center is usually per song. Ace means you are like the best member. You are the best member of your group. You could be most like well-rounded, all-rounded, or the most popular. So Atsuko is considered the ace of AKB48 at a certain time in their history. For Morning Musume, Takahashi Ai was the ace. They're usually the ones at the front of the promotion, so they'll be the main character in your commercials. They'll be the ones doing the talking when they're like given speeches and stuff. So basically, they're the one most pushed by management to do all these things. Okay, dance leader. Dance leader is a little different. Dance leader is different than being a leader. I don't think I put the word leader in here. I don't think I even bothered adding leader. Ace is like the family favorite. It's not just the family's favorite, it's the whole community's favorite. Usually. It is frustrating when your favorite member is not the ace and you're like, no matter how hard you push them, they'll never be ace. Like there is like that certain doom. But sometimes I just hope my favorite idols appreciate that I'm there to support them for who they are. It doesn't matter. I will sing all of your lines in the song, even if you are not the ace. I don't know why I always end up liking those ones more anyways. Dance leader. Skilled in dance. I think that's a requirement. But in addition to that, they also take on a leadership role within the group. So for example, in the newest group created by Produce 101 Japan, The Girls is a group called Miai. And coincidentally, their dance leader is also named Ran. But she is known to be a leader in like supporting the rest of the group members. Kind of be there for guidance outside of dance as well. So not necessarily just for dance, but she's also there as like a support pillar. She's really sweet. But not all groups have a dance leader, especially for idol groups that don't focus on dancing and stuff. Like, what's the point of a dance leader? Resu, we're kind of going into a little bit of the activity and like fan stuff, but I put this under today's umbrella because it's more related to like what the idol does. Laid back, thank you so much. I think I learned a lot today. I'm glad everyone's learning something new. Hopefully everyone's learning something new. Yeah, resu means response, so things that the idol does in response to fans, like answering chat. Answering chat, posting those likes, just like any type of response is generally coined a resu. And there's different types of resu. Kamitai. Kamitai o Kaya-chan. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Nin. How much did you leak today, huh? Yeah, so God's response. I'll put out the second one too. Chat, you gotta tell me how much she leaked. Gee. Anyways, let me put the two together. She leaked quite a bit. Oh my. Shio means salt. Kami means God. So, these are different types of resu. Oh wait, my hair is in the way. I'm so sorry. My hair's in the way. Kami, God response, it means an idol who responds well to fans, and it could be like they're very witty and on the spot and just like, I don't know, something that sparks joy. They could also be on the very other end of the spectrum, which is called shio-taio, which means they are cold, don't respond, or just like have like an aloof behavior. But technically, some people considered this as a charm point. Which one? I'm guessing, Gary. I'm guessing you're the wise of which. Which one am I? I try to respond as much as I can, even if it's like a day late. I'm just very, very busy. I mean, I'm still. Oh, for people who don't know, this at the beginning of today's stream, someone like at work pinged me to like do a meeting sometime today, but like they haven't responded yet. So I don't know if this meeting, I need to cut the meeting. Cut stream short for the meeting. I'm like, they didn't respond. Clearly they're offline. They forgot about me. Oh. This is embarrassing because I don't think they even read the entire group chat. Yeah, they didn't even read the group chat. So that is what you call a shio-taio. It's because they didn't even respond. For me, I'm a kami-taio because I responded. It's like, yeah, just let me know like when you're available. We can work things out. If not, we can work it for tomorrow or like the day after or something. But like, bruh, at least respond to the group chat. Essentially feels whether the viewer feels included or ignored. Yeah, you can say this to a certain extent. Kaya-chan, I think you are a super kami-taio. I love our interactions on Twitter. Shouldn't I be happy? No, I'm stressed. I'm stressed because I'm scared. I'm scared they're gonna like ping me at like 7 p.m. tonight and be like, are you still there? And I'll be like, no, I am not there. You clearly saw me. You saw this chat mark as red. I am not here. I don't want to be here. Would you say being hopeless is a charm point? Inatama, thank you so much for the super. There's a manga called Damedo that revolves around such an idol and her only fan. Hopeless is a charm point, yeah. Honestly speaking, any type of action or non-action that an idol does can and may end up being their charm point, whether or not they like it or not. Why do they call for meetings at 7 p.m.? I don't know. This person works like 12 hours a day. Like sometimes I see messages from them from like 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, you're crazy. Also, why the heck are the super chats not showing on screen? What the heck happened? Are they here? They're... Oh no, did I put it behind? No, it should be here. What? Huh? I'm so confused. They should be popping up. They should be popping up on screen. I don't know why. Oh yeah. No, I'm just gonna copy and paste it from another one. It's okay if we see it twice. I think that's fine. Ali. Okay. So, what else? Kaya can be very cold towards chat, though. That's her charm point, though. Wait, charm point? I think I have that as a later term, maybe. But yeah, it could be like you completely ignore your fans when you're in a concert and stuff. You could be on stage and then just like completely ignore your fans. And that would be like, yeah, so cute, that's so cool. And then meanwhile sometimes it's like, whoa, this person does way too many responses. I don't know what to think about that. Like, it really depends on what type of fan you are, which we will cover in the third stream. Let's see. Call and response. Okay, this one is also part of like the rest of thing. Resu. Call and response is a very particular type. It's when an idol says something, like a phrase or something. It's practice. It's practice beforehand. An idol says something, and then people in the audience will respond back. It could be part of their introduction. Could be like, I'm trying to think of one. I'm trying to think of a call and response. Kind of like a Ohana Bainaran. Yeah, kind of like that. But there's like some really, really, really intricate ones where I'm just gonna make this on the spot. So it'll be like, who is your favorite Kamen Rider model kit riding? Oh, a Kamen Rider model kit making VTuber. And then the audience would be like, Ran-chan. And then I would be like, yeah, that's right. I'm Tsukiha from Production Kawaii Hano Mitsuki, and I'm here today to do something. Like, it could be very long and eloquent. Sometimes I could see these things go for like a whole minute long. And sometimes it's cute and short. It would be like a ohanan, and then ohanan gets spoken back. So it's any type of like call and response. Do I also like Super Sentai? Well, I do like certain series within Super Sentai. I just haven't watched as much as Kamen Riders, and my love for Kamen Riders exceeds the sky of time. So Super Sentai is up there somewhere. Tokusatsu is love. So yeah, that's the call and response. We are number 30. Oh my gosh, there's still more. Okay, now we're talking about oshis. Again, I put this under today because while technically this is more fan related, it is speaking about the idol, the person. That's why I decided to put it here. So what the heck is an oshiman? What is an oshi? It is generally used to refer to female idols, which means that I should put the other one on screen. If I put this one on screen, I should put the other one, which is called an ichiban. yeah, the oshi just means like to push. So push your favorite member to the top of the pinnacle. You push, which means that you want to like show your love for your favorite idol. Oshimem, I think it's like Oshimemba. It's not like Oshimen. Ichiban is usually Ichiban, Niban, Sanban, Kamiban is usually referred to male idols specifically, but Oshi can technically still be used for both genders. But yeah, in the hopes of like advocating for your favorite member, you want them to have like more opportunities given to, like not given to them, like more opportunities so that management would be like, oh, this member is like very favorited by everyone. Why don't we like try to push her, like promote her in this way, so like all of the efforts that these fans are pushing their favorite idols to will eventually like pay off in some way. Yeah, usually someone who you wish to see grow and develop. And then the other side would be the ichibans, where the ban is like your number. Though I've never really heard of anyone call ichi like their favorite male group idols that way. It's mostly just like it's mostly like in the kaigai, in like the foreign forum fandoms and stuff. I've only really heard other people call them like, who's your favorite member? I never heard anyone called like, my ichiban is like George Washington. like I've never heard of that before, but Oshi I tend to hear a lot more because it travels into VTuber territory too. So you hear that a lot when you're talking about VTubers as well. Or usually heard guys referred to as Oshitu, never Ichiban. Yeah, I think this is a very specific thing to male idol groups. Like male VTubers and stuff, I've heard Oshi as well. So for VTubing terms, it's slightly different, I think. And there's different types of Oshi styles, like push styles. So Hako Oshi means box push, which technically I didn't want to delete that one. Which means like you are promoting the entire group as opposed to a specific member. So I'd be like, I'm a big fan of AKB48. I love all 100-something members. I don't love one person more than the other in particular. I just enjoy their music. I'm a fan of the group. A package deal. Yeah, the entire box. Tan Oshi, on the other hand, means single. Daredemo is a little different, though. A little different. You are specifically, for Hakoshi, you're specifically advocating for the group itself, but you don't... You favor the group over, like, each person individually in the group. So for Tanoshi, single push. Doesn't matter whether they're, this person is in an idol group so far, or if they've graduated and moved elsewhere, you will follow along with them. Yeah, the logic here is if my Oshi group grows, the logic for Hako is like if the group itself is big then everyone is good. I'm a Daredevil daisuki. Yeah, Daredevil is... we're gonna go in a little more detail for that in the fans stream. Yeah. Because, like... Yeah, Daredevil just means, like, you like everyone. You like any girl in that... Or any person in that idol group. For me, I usually pick 1 or 2 members, but I also generally like the group as a whole. It depends. But yeah, for Tanoshi, it means that you support the person in particular, not necessarily the group, which is different. So they could be swapping between subgroups and stuff, and you'll still only support that one girl or one boy. Tanoshi and Hana Mizuki, thank you so much, Ghost of Me. Thank you. There's also different types of oshis. There's also the kami oshi. Bum 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 bum. This one you hear a lot in the VTubing sphere as well. God push. That one member that you favor above all else. Because technically you can have multiple oshis, right? You might not necessarily like the whole group, but you have several people you like within the group, and each one of those will be an oshi. But out of all of the ones that you like, there is one that you love the most. And for males, it's Kamiban. Tanoshi's not my oshi with a sexy tan. I think even if your oshi has a sexy tan, it's still your oshi. Do not worry. God push. So, for example, if you have I don't know what example would be good for this, because like your kami oshi doesn't necessarily mean they have to be a part of that lineup. So for example, in Morning Musume, if you have a favorite member that has graduated and no one else lives up to that reputation, that person that graduated is technically your kami oshi and you no longer have a kami oshi. Tanoshi sounds very fun. Boo! Dang it, I can't believe I didn't catch that. Kamiban, again, the same thing. For males. Oh no, why did I put a picture of a girl in that one? That's kind of embarrassing. But yeah. Let's see. We're almost done all of the terms for today. Holy. This one. Oshi hen. Like henshin. Henshin! Kami oshi is just like your all-time favorite, most favorite. Yeah. Your kami oshi, yeah, could graduate, and if no one else lives up to like how much love you had for that one member, then they're forever gonna be your kami oshi. I've seen a lot of oshi hen with people. Henshin! So this is the same henshin, the hen from Henshin. I mean, it is considered a negative term generally, except for when the lineup changes so fast. Like, it's okay. I mean, like, it's completely fine to change in my opinion. Sometimes, some days you're in for a peppy mood and you want like the most cheerful member, and you like buy their groups and stuff. But over time, when you realize like, oh, this other member, you align better with like another member. It's not like you hate the other person that you loved before, right? You just like discovered another oshi. I actually did that to some of the groups, cause like for like J-pop and stuff. Because when you're first introduced to a group, given the very little information you know about the people, you kind of start picking one up, right? And then over time, you learn more about the other groups and you kind of align better. And I think that's just like a process of life. But if you keep flipping between like Monday, I like this person. Tuesday, I like this person. Wednesday, I like this person. You might get some weird looks. Like, why don't you just Oshi all of them? You're like, today is a Thursday and their biggest promotions are on a Friday, therefore I will not support them. Like, there's some people out there that are like that. So this is left up to interpretation, I believe. Because I guess if you are like going all in on a character, I think people would be a little weirded out if you just suddenly changed. Wait, is it the next term or the next term? Kami Oshi, yeah. Oshi kaburi is when you have the same Oshi as another fan and you kind of develop a mini like fan group. You kind of like share info, share your favorite things about the group with other people and they kind of like chat together and you form friendships that way. If you suddenly change to like another person one day, I think the people in your friend group will feel a little weirded out. They're like, oh, I don't know if it's appropriate to like share our love for like bananas if you changed over to apples. Like, there might be some a little uncomfortableness there, and I understand that. I Oshi hen when my Oshi like pineapple on pizza. A pineapple on pizza is so good. You cannot change my mind. Wait. Why do people always complain about pineapples on pizzas? Why does no one ever complain about pizza on pineapples, huh? Why not just make the pizza on the pineapple? Then we can talk. I think that's weird. So a little fan community, yeah. I won't judge if you like it or not. I'm allergic to pepperoni, though. Pizza on pineapple is also good. Pizza under the pineapple. The spiky part or the non-spiky part? I've never eaten pineapple skin before, so I can't really judge. Can't really judge anyone who does, but I will silently stare at you in the corner. Didn't know I'm allergic to pepperoni. Well, yeah, there's like all these like really super peppery stuff. Not just pepperoni, but like salami and stuff I can't eat. My stomach will get mad at me. So it's either plain pizza or Hawaiian because that's acceptable for my body, or the vegetarian one without olives. I hate olives. I'm not allergic to olives. I just hate them. But yeah. What else? Oh, so yeah, once you have the Oshikaburi, which is like the fan group stuff, Oshikatsu. Oshikatsu is stuff a fan does to support their Oshi. So that could be liking and subscribing to your Oshi when they are they're live streaming, or commenting when they're not live stream on their videos, sharing it around, or sending a donation in for the daily donation, because once we hit 5 daily donations in a row streak, we will be doing another a cappella karaoke, or giving the cute little hearts in the chat. Or just like sending cheerful messages. Oh, me? Nah. I'm just talking about Oshikatsu here. Or buying their birthday merch if their birthday was around the corner and they were kind of advocating promoting their birthday merch, which may or may not include a cute little charm that is that comes inside a cute little charm bag that has an adorable mascot on it. Nah, wouldn't know a thing. But yeah, just anything, or even spreading the word. Have you spread the gospel of Rod? No, just anything. Honestly, it's any action that you do in hopes that like your Oshi or like your Oshi gains an additional fan. But there are fans out there who get super jealous when their Oshi gets more fans. That's a whole other can of worms. We can leave that can in the back of the fridge. But yeah, it could just be anything, honestly. It's a very generic term. And then the last one is not related to anything that I've said whatsoever in terms of Oshis, but this is the last term for today. Memba ai. Memba ai, which means member love, which is fan service where idols show affection between group mates. So this is when during concerts and stuff, sometimes two members would come up together, give each other hugs, and like look at the camera and do like peace signs and like fake kisses and smooches and stuff. So cute things like that, or like even more like luxurious stuffs. Like my ranchus. Yeah, if I'm ranchuing Yuno-chan, that's considered memba ai. Or me simping on Kaya's artwork, stuff like that. So, this is a very particular type of fan service. We will get into more fan service stuff in the next OtaBi stream, but this is just like a snippet of what's to come. Cause holy, this was 40 terms, and like I said a little earlier, I have 110 terms. I have 110 terms, and we only went through 40 of them. And this is only for Japanese idol-related terms. There is way more out there. Oh. But also this is super brief. The purpose of OtaBi beginner otaku series is just to get your toes little warm. Dip your toes into the hot onsen waters, but not dunk you straight in. So we kind of touched on all of these like subtopics that we could potentially like go deeper into the future. I would love to invite other VTubers to just like chill out on their favorite idol stuff, otaku stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be like idol related. But yeah, you're not ready for the quiz? Don't worry, guys. The quiz is open book. The quiz is open book. Make sure to watch this video several times so that you understand all the terms. Once we finish all 3 of them, we can do a cute little quiz over all 100 terms. But, can it be open, Russ? Can I ask you directly? I mean, that is open, I guess. Yeah. That's free game, I guess. Hold on, Alvin. That's just like in Konosuba when he asks for the goddess. Instead of any superpower or anything, he just straight up asks for Aqua. And poor Aqua's like, ah! What quiz would be taking the quiz the whole time? Joke's on him, though. But hopefully this stream has been like super cool stuff. Like, I am very passionate about idols. I wish I could like line up for my favorite idols and like get their merch firsthand. But yeah, this is just a snippet of what's to come. The next time we're gonna be talking about activities. So the activities that an idol does in addition to actually activities is gonna be a pretty short one, I think. So we'll have a lot of other time to go into some deeper stories, but because activities really depends on the agency themselves and like the company and like what the idols are comfortable with. We sometimes see more of these examples in anime. So like Oshinoko, what else? Paripikome, Bocchi, or some of the like idol animes like Love Live. They all show stuff that happens on scene, on the performances and stuff, but sometimes like behind the scenes there's a lot of things to discuss that aren't really terminology, it's just like knowledge. For example, girls show? No. Tokyo Girl Show. Tokyo Showgirls? No. Showgirls are different than girl shows. Holy. Tokyo Girls Show, I think. Not Tokyo Game Show. That's a different otaku story. Tokyo Girls, there's a giant event in Tokyo, in Japan, where a bunch of like idol groups and stuff will go modeling for like some upcoming designer stuff, and like there's a lot of fun events, and then they always bring in a boy band, a boy group to perform, and it's always a secret who they are. And I think that the whole concept is pretty funny. Like, some people will go to that just in hopes to see like their favorite idol group perform as part of the secret reveal. What's it called? Utagasen, yeah. Kohaku Utagasen is a very popular show, end of year show. So there's all these things that I want to like talk a little briefly about. But yeah, that'll be next time. In terms of when's the next stream scheduled? Maybe a couple of weeks later, because I want to do some of the incentives streams. It will be in May sometime, I think. Any other news and announcements that I wanted to do? Kohaku, yeah, not Kohaku-chan, but Kohaku, the other Kohaku. Oh, where's the schedule? What am I doing this week? We are doing the Rilakuba sewing stuff on Saturday, and on Sunday we have the Overwatch 2 collab. Busy schedule, very busy. There's gonna be a bunch of collabs coming up. I'm so excited. So excited. I should probably update my Overwatch. News and events coming up. Aside from that, I think that's all from me for today. Thank you so much for coming by to the start of this series. I had a lot of fun sharing my knowledge. I still have a lot of knowledge that I want to dump out. If you have any questions for any of the upcoming OtaBis, or if you have any questions regarding today's stream, just feel free to comment with your questions and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can too. Other than that, have a wonderful beginning, middle, end of the day, wherever you are. I will see if my coworker actually replied back. If not, I'm gonna cry. And then I will see everyone next time. Bye,